How we doing, everybody? This is That R Nerd back at it again with another R lesson tutorial thing here. Today we're going to be going over how to make histograms with ggplot. Some beautiful looking state-of-the-art histograms here. So I should put this on here as well. You're going to need the library ggplot 2 because that's the new one, I guess, ggplot 2. And we're going to be using a data set that everyone has, right? So you can follow along with this if you want. But if you type in that thing I just showed, it shows all the different data sets that are already included and that you can kind of mess around with. The one we're going to look at is this air quality data set. Okay, so let's get going. The way all these ggplot things start is you say ggplot. Then inside of here, you put your data set that you're working with, right? So we're using the air quality data set. And then they have this thing called AES, right? And this, I don't know. I know I learned it one time. Maybe aesthetics. Maybe that's what it stands for. I'm not sure. But anyways, this is where you put your X and your Y variable, right? So for X, we're going to be looking at solar.R. Right, and I assume this is the solar radiation. Actually, I can load this up down here. So inside this data set, we have ozone, solar.r, wind, temp, month, day. Right, so you have all these different things. The nice thing with ggplot is normally you're putting air quality dollar solar r, but because we've already specified what data set we're working with, you can just go straight to solar r here, right, for the X. Okay, so then you put a plus and you go down to the next line. And this is kind of like, this is chaining it. This is moving on to the next level. And what we're going to do is we're going to say geom. And you can see all these things that pop up here for ggplot. And the one we want is histogram. Right, so we're going to do a geom histogram. Okay, and honestly, you can go there and it'll at least throw something together. So here's a decent looking histogram here. But there's definitely a lot of things that we can and will probably want to change. Okay, so let's make this look more like the just default histogram that R has. Even though this might look better, sometimes it's more clear if they're not all the way filled in. So what you could say is we'll do our color is equal to dark gray. There's like a lot of different colors that you could do there. We'll say our fill is equal to white. All right, so there you can clearly see exactly where all these are. This looks like it could be too many breaks, right? It looks like we're maybe losing some of the stuff at different points, some of the information that we could gather. So you can do bins is equal to something, and this is going to say how many bins do we want in there, or you could do bin width. All right, so we'll say our bin width is equal to 5, and that's even smaller. We'll do 25 here. All right, and so that's just going to break it up into bins of length 25, right? Okay, let's say we want to add some labels to this graph. You'll do labs, and then you can do X lab, Y lab, and your title, right? So we'll say for X, down at the bottom, we're looking at our solar radiation down there. Solar radiation. Right, our Y, we'll just do count, but we'll capitalize it, right? Make it look a little cleaner, a little bit better. And then we'll do our title. And so this is our title of the graph. And we'll say this is histogram of solar radiation. Right, so now we have these extra little labels, right? It's starting to look a little more clean here. It's starting to look pretty good. Again, remember these pluses at the end of the line because it's going to chain it to the next line. Okay, so now let's say we want to add a vertical line and we want to have our mean and our median plotted on the graph just for visualization, just to help a little bit there. What we can do is we can add a geom v-line, right? So this is going to add a vertical line for us. And what we'll do is we'll say AES, and then we'll do our x-intercept. Right, and so our x-intercept we'll say is equal to our mean of air quality dollar solar R. Right, so this is going to take the mean of our whole air quality vector there. This does contain missing values, right? You'll notice down here it's removed 7 rows each time. That's because we have 7 missing values. And so when we're doing our mean, we need to make sure to remove our missing values. Right, so na.rm is equal to true, right? This is removing our missing values there. And we'll do our color is equal to mean, right? And pretty much this is just for when we make a legend in a minute, it's going to call it mean, if that makes sense. So if you want to put this on the legend, you say show.legend is equal to true, right? So that's gonna plot it on our legend here. We'll say our size is equal to 2, and let's see what that did. So it plotted a line for our mean, and it called it color up here, and then it put mean. And so we're gonna have to fix a little bit with this, like this color. We don't want it to say color there, and we might want to change the color of the line that we put. So we'll do that here in a minute. But let's say we also want to add our median. So we'll do another geom v line. Say our AES x-intercept is equal to, but this time we want the median, right? Median of air quality $solar R. And again, we want to remove our missing values. This time we'll say our color is equal to median. We want to show it on the legend as well. And this time we won't change the size of it. We'll just leave it and see how it works. So you can see it's going to be a little bit smaller there. That actually doesn't look great. You see what's going on here. Oh, we need to close that parenthesis there. Makes sense. Okay, so now we have 2. Sorry if that threw you for a loop. You need to make sure to close that median parenthesis there. Okay, so now we have 2. We have one that's regular thickness, that's our median. A little bit thicker is our mean. But we might want to change a little bit about the graph, maybe color or something. So what you can do is scale, color, manual. All right, so we're manually changing the color here. And we'll say the name. This is changing our legend's name. The name of our legend, we'll call it statistics. And for our values, we'll say that our mean is going to be equal to red. Our median is going to be equal to blue. So there we go. That's pretty much at least a quick intro into making histograms with ggplot. Changed our statistics over here, mean, median. We were able to change our color, our line thickness, our bin width, right? Labels. So we were able to change quite a bit there. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe so other people can find this video as well. If you have any questions about anything with histograms or ggplot, make sure to leave a question below and I'll get back to you. Thank you for your time and for watching this video.